What's going on YouTube? On this topic, we're going to talk about Michelle Williams. This is my last time ever talking about this topic on how I feel about Michelle Williams. I know I said it on the last video, but this time I have a Beyonce stand in this video, so let's talk about it. So, you already know how I feel about the situation with Michelle and, her whole situation with Columbia Records. So, what do you think about it?
Well, actually, surprisingly, I agree with you. The only thing that where we disagree is, I think that Michelle should leave Columbia Records.
Oh, I think so
I think she should leave Columbia Records. I don't understand why she's still with them. You think that she should stay there, that she's staying for the money. Isn't that what you said?
No, I think she stayed in Destiny's Child for the money and the fame. And it would make Beyonce look bad and her dad look bad if Michelle left while Destiny's Child was in its prime and its fame. But that would look really, really bad.
But see, that's why I have to stop you, because in its prime and its fame, Destiny's Child is no more. The group is
right
no more.
Right now it's no more. Okay, it's
the
over
group
with.
is no more. The prime and the fame, they already had that. I mean, how much bigger can Destiny's Child get? They're the best-selling girl group of all time. They've already proved their point. I mean, they can't get any bigger. Even if their next album, even if they do come out with another album and it flops, they'll still have that title as the best-selling girl group of all time. What I think is, if Michelle Williams was to leave Columbia Records, of course you're going to have people out there saying that she left because of Beyonce and her dad. I think it would be up to Michelle to let the fans know, look, it wasn't because of Beyonce and it wasn't because of her dad. I don't have any beef with Beyonce or her dad. It's because the record label, not my management, but the record label didn't know how to promote my album.
Yeah,
because
what we're saying is, what we're talking about is two different things.
No, it's not.
My thing is now is Destiny's Child. Like, I'm not saying that she wasn't happy during Destiny's Child. All she was doing was quiet. Everyone thought that she was a quiet one. When I first saw the Diary, when it was when they was on tour in 2005, that's when I seen for myself that she's not quiet. She's the funny one. She's the one that needs to have her own show. But she's so reserved. I don't know why she was so reserved. Maybe they wanted her to be that way, but she was really reserved. And if she left during that time when they were in their fame again, that would make Beyonce look bad, make her dad look bad, and then for Kelly, she's a part of them too. So it would make them look like a clan. It would be really bad on Beyonce's
and that part, I agree with you. It would make her family look bad. But if Michelle Williams, if that were to happen, if she, say for instance, if she did leave the group in 2005, when they were still going strong, it would be Michelle Williams' obligation to get out there and say, I'm leaving the group because of this situation, not because of Beyonce and her father. And of course, even if Michelle did get out and do that, of course there would still be people out there to say, oh no, it was because Beyonce and her dad, they were showing favoritism like they always do. You're going to always have your critics out there. But I think it would be Michelle's duty to get out there and say, no, it's not because of Beyonce and it's not because of her father. I still have a good relationship with them. There's no hard feelings between us. It's just that I feel as though that the record label is not doing their part in promoting me and then doing what I want to do. See, people need to stop blaming Beyonce and Michelle and her father for their whole...
Let me let you know one thing.
Can I just say something real quick? Can I just say something real quick?
You're talking too much, but go ahead.
I think people need to stop blaming Beyonce and her father for their whole LaToya Luckett and Latavia situation. LaToya, you're laughing, but I'm serious.
I'm serious. Come on, Mikkel. Come on.
I told you when I came here that I wasn't going to get loud.
No, well, I'm getting loud because
go ahead.
you know for a fact that it was something going on in between that whole situation. Now, we're not talking about LaToya and we're not talking about Latavia.
You know why we're not going to talk about it? Because that was 8 years ago, and I don't want to talk about something that happened 8 years ago.
Now, what I'm saying is that Michelle right now, she can leave Destiny's Child. She's not even in Destiny's Child.
What do you mean? Destiny's Child is not a
Don't
group
cut
anymore.
me off.
They're not a group anymore.
Didn't I just told you that?
Why do you keep saying Destiny's Child? They're not a group.
Shut up.
Why do you keep saying shut up?
Shut up. Because you know that I fucked up and you trying to rub it in the
hole. Oh, okay, Sarah
Palin.
Shut up. Okay, Sarah Palin.
Well, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks.
To that bridge of nowhere, huh?
Anyway, you're cutting me off. Now, what I'm saying is that Michelle can leave Columbia Records now. And I don't believe anything that Beyonce has. I don't think it's her fault at all. And if you ever watch any of my videos, I never blame Beyonce for anything. What I'm talking about
Except
is
for Latoya and Latavia.
what I don't think Beyonce said. Oh no, get out my group. I believe
But you
that.
think that there was some
no,
backstabbing, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I'm
Well,
saying
then
that
you're
it's
blaming Beyonce.
I'm not blaming Beyonce. I'm blaming Michelle. Not Michelle. I'm blaming Beyonce's dad. Beyonce ain't have anything to do with the success of Destiny's Child. It's the people that put you out there and make you who you are. So that being Columbia Records and that being her father, Matthew.
Well, why do you think the media blamed Beyonce for that whole breakup? Because they did blame her.
Because Beyonce is the lead singer and Beyonce is the daughter of the brainchild of Destiny's Child.
So do you think
That's
that was
why.
fair for them to blame her?
No, it's not fair to blame Beyonce. Beyonce's success right now, she didn't get there on her own.
Can you tell some of your fans that right now?
Everybody knows that.
No, but
I tell
trust
them
me,
again.
there are people who
don't
believe that.
don't blame Beyonce for her success. Blame her father for all her success and the people that's at Columbia Records who made her the star that she is today. So if you want to blame anybody, you blame them. Now, the thing is that there is no work put into Kelly Rowland. There's no work put into Matthew. I mean, not Matthew, Michelle. Excuse too many M's for me. But it's no work put into them. And, you know, that's why they're not as successful as Beyonce is. It shouldn't make no sense that Kelly Rowland is popular overseas than popular in her own country. It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't.
That she sold 2 million albums for her first album and only sold 500,000 copies in the United States. It don't make no sense. That's why I say that America is Beyonce-tized, and anything that she puts out, everyone likes it, or they beat it into your head until you like it. Now, B-Day Again, for me, was not an album that I want to listen to 10 years from now. It's just the album that I just want to listen to when I get ready to go out to a club. Now, 10 years from now, I would still listen to Dangerously in Love, because that album is a classic. Now, Kelly Rowland, her second album, it was a good album. Now, the problem is they put songs that were leaked a year ago onto this same album, which doesn't make sense. That's not going to make nobody buy the album. Then they were supposed to repackage the album and say, okay, we're going to re-release the album with new songs, and they didn't re-release the songs. They're going to put them on iTunes. Like, who does that? Like, I just don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. But again, I don't blame Beyonce for none of her success, and I still wish her more success.
Well, this is what I have to say about it. We all know how equally talented Beyonce is. Just like Kelly is equally talented, and just like Michelle is equally talented. I think that Kelly, if anybody should be Beyonce's competition, it should be Kelly Rowland. Why? Because Kelly Rowland and Beyonce grew up together. They were in the same singing group. They know each other's flaws and they know each other's high points. They know each other like better than we know each other. Once they went solo, that's the person that Beyonce should have been most worried about, is Kelly Rowland. Because they both know each other. My thing is, I agree with you. Columbia Records didn't promote Kelly's album like they did Beyonce's. They didn't. But you know what? You also have to kind of put blame on the artist. Kelly, you can't allow your record company to do you dirty like this. If you know that you're just as equally talented as Beyonce, if not better than Beyonce, then why do you allow your record company to do you dirty like that? If I know that I'm equally talented than you, if me and you have the same talent, and I'm just as equal as you are, and you're getting that better exposure, why would I just idly sit back and just watch you get all that money and fame? I want some of that too, and I'm going to work hard.
Let me tell
to
you
make
something.
sure. Can I finish? Because you talked a while.
Go ahead.
I'm going to work hard to make sure that my music and my CD get out just like yours is getting out. I mean, it seems like even when people try not to blame Beyonce, it always seems like when you come back to full circle that they are pointing fingers at Beyonce. I mean, it's just how I feel. People will say, oh, I don't blame Beyonce, I blame the company. But yet, it always sounds like you are blaming Beyonce.
Do you ever hear me blame Beyonce?
No, I don't hear you blame Beyonce, but it does sound like you are blaming her.
No, you just
you may not say it
because
no.
You know what it is? You are too much up Beyonce's ass to see the real deal. That's what I think the problem is. And it's people like you and all those people that say you don't never hear nothing positive to say about Beyonce. Yes, I do. Let me put one thing out on the table. I used to be a Beyonce fan. I used to be a Destiny's Child fan. Now, when Beyonce came out with B-Day, that's when she turned me off because it wasn't music that I liked and it didn't show no growth to me. That's what turned me off about not Greenlight, B-Day. Now, my favorite song on there was Greenlight. But other than that, to me, it's not an album that I would really like. She's not showing any growth to me. Now, when you come out with a song like Single Ladies, it's not showing no growth because it sounds like B-Day. Now, if I were a boy, that sounds like some new growth. It really does. But coming out with that, to me, it sounds like the same old shit again. And that everybody is still going to like because it's Beyonce. That's the only thing. That's all I got to say. Now you're sitting there looking speechless. You're sitting there looking dumb. But that's how it's gonna be. Because it is like if Beyonce put out any song that's horrible, right now she's on top. Anything that come out, they're gonna play. Just like you said, oh, the radio played it 3 times.
Can I just say something real
the
quick?
radio played it 3 times. Then you say that yesterday. Then you say that.
Can I say something real quick?
I ain't hear it yet, but he said they played it 3 times in a row.
Beyonce, this is a message to Beyonce. Beyonce, fall back. Don't make no more albums. After this 3rd album, fall back. Don't make no more albums. Don't promote yourself. Just fall back. I can't say get married because you're already married. Just go have some kids. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to be successful. They want you to fall back. They feel as though you already have the spotlight and you just have it. And a lot of people don't like that you have it. So do me a favor, do the rest of them a favor, and just fall back. Just please fall back, Beyonce. It will do me a good deal if you fall back. Because then this way I won't have to defend you anymore. Because you know what? When I have to defend you against people like him and the people on YouTube, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
What are you defending her against?
I know your talent.
What are you defending her against?
I know your talent. I know your talent.
She's talented.
I know your talent.
Actress. Is she?
Oh my God.
Is she a talented actress?
Beyonce, that's another thing. Don't make no more movies. You know why? Because as many movies as you make, you're going to find people that say, why is she still making movies? She can't act. Don't make no more albums. Because if you make another album, people are going to say, why did she come out with this song? There's no growth. It sounds like the last album. Beyonce, just don't do anything. Just take your money and sit down. You're 27. You don't need to work no more. Just sit down. Don't do anything anymore. These people don't want to hear you anymore. Trust me. They can't miss anything until it's gone. When you go away and you stay away for like 10 years, then they'll miss you. But for right now, since you've been out for the past 5 years on top, they don't want to see you anymore. Just let Sierra blow up, Beyonce. Let Keisha Cole blow up. Let Cassie blow up. Let Michelle blow up. Let Kelly blow up. Let them blow up, okay? Let them blow up, Beyonce. Don't do nothing else no more. After this album, please, Beyonce, don't make another album until 2018. That's 10 years from now. Don't make another album. Why? Because these people don't want to hear you anymore, Beyonce. They don't want to hear you. And that's all I'm going to say. Beyonce, I hope you see this. And if you don't see it, I hope Michelle Williams sees it so then she'll know that I'm on her side. Michelle, I'm on your side. I don't want Beyonce out there anymore. Why? Because she's making too much music. Just go sit down, Beyonce. Just go sit down.
What you're saying is that, okay, Beyonce, she is overexposed. But
you're overexposed, Beyonce, too. You are.
The bitch is overexposed. Don't say that she's not. She endorses anybody as long as she gets a check. Now that's overexposure. If I gotta listen to her on the radio every 3 songs, gotta look at her on every video, gotta look at her on every magazine cover, every billboard ad, sometimes it is a little bit too much. Now I'm not saying she shouldn't do that, because if that was me, motherfucker, you gonna like me or hate me, as long as you know who I am and you will respect me. But anyway, what I have to say is, I gotta move the microphone.
Oh my God.
What I have to say is Beyonce don't have to stop making music.
Why did you move the camera?
Beyonce don't have to stop making music. Beyonce don't have to stop doing anything. Like I said in the last video, Beyonce has a lot of competition this time. Now, if she truly proves herself, then, we can't blame it on anybody. I never blame Beyonce for none of her success.
That's the thing. The people, you may not blame it on her. You may not blame it on anybody. But trust me, the people who are watching this video that don't like Beyonce is going to blame it on her. You can mark my word. If Beyonce's album blows up and it hits #1 and she has at least 2 #1 singles from this album, they are going to blame Beyonce because they blamed her on B-Day and they blamed her on Dangerously in Love. That's why I said, Beyonce, just don't do anything else anymore. Don't, Beyonce. Please don't. Don't. Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of waiting to see what you're going to do next. I'm tired of it.
You know what? I really feel like I'm coming off as a Beyonce hater in this video.
I'm tired of it, Beyonce. I don't. No, not
like
you.
That, but
it's
saying.
It's the people who view your videos.
But let's be honest. You don't think that she's overexposed?
No.
You don't think so?
You know why I don't think so?
Why?
Because I look at this. I look at it like this. Any black person, I don't care if you're male or female, but any black person who is constantly on TV, who is constantly on posters, who is constantly on the radio, whether it's Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Keisha Cole, Sierra, Janet Jackson, it don't matter to me. I love that. Because just think about it. 20, 30 years ago, we didn't have that. So for people, no, I'm not. No.
Into a damn black thing.
No. Okay,
Come
now
on.
turned into a black
Come
thing.
on.
It's true. It's true. And it's a shame because majority of the people who criticize Beyonce are black people, which I'm confused at. I'm so confused at why there's so many black people who talk about Beyonce, and you'll find more people in different races who have nothing but love to say about her. I don't know if it's jealousy or they're just envious because their favorite artist isn't getting that much play. I don't know what it is, but this is how I feel. If you feel as though that your favorite artist is not getting that much play, then you need to call your radio station where you live at and ask them, why don't you play my favorite artist songs? Why don't you play their songs all the time? You need to call BET and TRL. Why don't you invite these people on your show as much as you invite Beyonce and as much as you invite to BET and MTV? You need to write to CoverGirl and ask them, why can't you make Keisha Cole or Shanti the face of CoverGirl? Why does it have to be Beyonce? These are the questions that you need to ask. Don't just sit back.
I answer it for you.
Just don't
they want who's ever on top. And you know what?
Well,
you know what I was thinking about?
Why do we blame Beyonce?
But you know what I was just thinking about?
Why do we blame her?
Do you know what I was just thinking about when you were talking about Kelly Rowland and why she's not popular?
I didn't say she
and
wasn't popular.
I went, no.
Popular.
Let me tell you why. I would hate to be so low to say this, but I do think that it's a dark-skinned issue. Oh, if you look at a lot of these magazine covers, there are no dark-skinned people on the cover. If you can just name anybody, name any dark-skinned model that you see promoting anything on TV, that you look in the pages in the magazines that you see promoting anything, who do you see? Tell me anybody that's dark-skinned. Name any popular dark-skinned singer that's out right now.
I don't care.
Name besides Jennifer Hudson, who just releases a CD. Name a popular dark-skinned person.
I can't believe it. Beyonce, now you're not black anymore. Now you're
not
black
she
anymore.
Is black, but she's light-skinned. And that's the media, too.
I can't believe
the media also
now you're not black anymore.
Oh, come
now
on.
You're not black anymore.
Well, that's what you're saying.
I can't believe it.
That's what you're saying. Do you see any dark-skinned black people on covers? Do you?
I can't believe it.
Do you see it?
I can't believe
Can y'all think of anybody that's dark-skinned?
First we wanted black people.
Can y'all think of anybody that's
black people on the magazines, and now that we have them on the magazines, now they're not dark enough to be on the
Okay, but do you
Beyonce,
name some dark-skinned people?
I don't. I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
That's
Beyonce,
a media issue that dark-skinned people are not sellable enough. Dark-skinned people can't do this, and that's another thing that I thought about when we was talking. Maybe it's because she's dark-skinned, and when I think about it, you don't see dark-skinned models out. You don't see them anywhere. Look who on TV. Look at the two hosts. Are they dark-skinned? Can you name any dark-skinned hosts that be on TV? Can you name any dark-skinned people that got a TV show besides Martin?
Well, Bernie Mac had one.
Yeah, Bernie Mac. Okay. All right. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's just something that I just noticed. I just noticed.
It's a shame that.
Who's House of Pain? Tyler Perry. Oh shit. I done forgot about Tyler.
See, you're putting your foot in your mouth.
No, I'm not putting my foot in my mouth. But I'm just saying, it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
What's that layout website?
Media Takeout?
No.
Free web. Oh, she.
Oh my god.
We is venturing on into other stuff.
No, we're not. This is good. This is good. I like this because I cannot wait to see the.
I don't know if this video gonna get a lot of views or a lot of anything, but I don't want to come off as a person that hates Beyonce. I just want to come off as a person that did not. Oh no, I want to come off as a person that did not see any growth in B-Day from Dangerously in Love.
For those of you who called me someone on the thing that said that I don't see any flaws in Beyonce, I didn't like Kitty Cat. I didn't like that song.
Okay, please.
I didn't like that song.
Mikhail, please. I just stated yesterday I didn't like Janet Jackson's 20YO album. She has some songs I did like, but overall, that is not an album that they hear in this household. They don't even hear 20YO.
Well, not only did
They
you
don't
not
hear
like
it.
it, but America didn't like it because it didn't go
well,
anywhere.
yeah, it didn't. But you are, like I said, she's a Jackson. She's a black woman, and she was blacklisted, and that's why nobody knew that it was out. The only thing she was forced to go on was magazine covers, and you know it. So don't sit here and say that's not
I don't know
true.
anything about Janet because I don't follow her.
Whatever, Mikhail. Whatever.
I don't follow her.
The bitch is a superstar, and you want to
She
sit here and
is
say
a
you don't know
superstar.
nothing about her?
No, I'm saying.
Bye, Mikhail.
No.
Thank you for watching the Skorpion Show. I'll talk to y'all soon.